Hi guys, welcome to the East Coasters podcast, episode 1, part 2. We are so sorry about the issues that we had last night while during the premiere of the first episode, but we wanted to make sure that you guys saw the rest. So this video is actually going to start right where we left off at 55 minutes and 17 seconds. So I hope you guys enjoy the second part of this, and this is a lot longer of a video, hopefully, and thank God. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties, but we really appreciate all the love and support so far. So shout out to all of you guys for sticking around, hearing me and Katie, and I hope that you guys like the rest of the video. Bye.
I've introduced her to some of this stuff and it has been helping a lot, but it's just like her skin chemistry and like there's so many different things that can hurt you from it. Like, you know, it's not good to do things short term. You need to find, like, you know, I always say this with like fitness, like you shouldn't try to like lose weight really fast. That's not good for you. You should find something that's long term, because then you'll actually stick to the results and it's healthy. It's not going to shock your system. The same thing goes with skincare. Like treat it that same way, same idea. Like if somebody's selling you something like this is a fast, quick thing, like run. That's like snake oil. Like, you know, it's not good for you if it's working that freaking fast, if they're like saying all these different things to you.
No, you got a point. I agree with all of that because, you know, like slow and steady wins the race in my book always, and that goes for every single thing in my life. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I have lived by that my entire life, and I think I've made it out pretty well because of it. But like, even with like, do you know how old she was when she started taking that, Katie?
She got prescribed at I think like 15 or 16.
So I know that somebody asked on our Facebook, like, comments and also in our live stream, what age you should kind of start doing skincare. In my opinion, if you're going to go the medical route and start taking things and this and that, number one, you need a doctor's, like, supervision, obviously. You can't just start taking crazy things that can actually alter down to the cell, you know, in your body. That's not good. But some people do need it and so on and so forth. But I feel like, personally, I also feel like teenagers, doctors push that kind of stuff on them very early on.
Money.
When it comes down to like actually starting skincare, like topical skincare, not just like actual ingesting anything or anything like that, cell change. I'm talking literally just simple cleanser, moisturizer, call it a day type situation. I mean, I know little girls that are 10 years old, they wake up and they wash their face and they put on moisturizer, and it's a very simplistic moisturizer. It's no anti-aging, no, you know, fatty acids, or it's no, you know, midnight elixirs. Like, that's like something I use from like Aloe Vera. I would never tell a little girl to use that. I'm talking very simple, very easy, clean moisturizer. And I used to use this one called like Simply. We probably find a screenshot and like put it up like on the screen, but I used to use that for the first like probably like 3 years, and I loved it. And it was a very simple moisturizer. I would love to go back into those ingredients now and look at it, but it's very lightweight, and I think it was like considered a water based, and it wasn't like a cream. It was very light. And I started using that at 15, 16 years old. And that was just because, you know, like I liked wearing a little blush. I liked wearing a little mascara. And when I would wash my face, come home from school, I'd get in the shower, you know, wash my face. I think I just washed my face with soap at that point because I didn't know any better. My skin was able to do something like that because I wasn't stripping it of all these other makeups and this and that. It was something very little. You know, then using just a simple moisturizer on top, it was fine. I was a little older than most girls, but I would even say, you know, depending on what they're doing, like if they're doing cheer or if they're doing sports, like it all kind of depends on the child. I do think that everyone should start maybe a little something, maximum start 15-ish, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on how you even look at a skincare routine, because you could also think of it as like on a hygiene level. You know, like if you consider that a skincare routine, then like as young as you want, like, because I could picture a skincare routine for like a young kid literally being, you know, just washing your face in the shower, just with the regular shower water, no chemicals, no nothing. And then washing their hands with like antibacterial soap, and then putting on like a little moisturizer, you know, that could be like as simple as that. Just like the big thing though, like I would teach a little kid, like wash your hands with soap, like some sort of like antibacterial, non-fragrancy stuff, and then maybe put on a little moisturizer. Just have you seen that Kim Kardashian video where she was teaching her kid about skincare? It's so cute. So it was like her, I think she was like 7 or 8, and it got really viral because they're like, oh my God, why is she doing skincare so young? But literally it was her using, like she would put on hand sanitizer, like a non-scented one, hand sanitizer, let it dry completely so her hands were clean. And then I think she used like the Kylie Cosmetics was coming out with skincare around that time. So then she just used like the little Kylie moisturizer, and that was it. That was simple. And I was like, that's really cute. Like if I ever had a kid, I'd be like, oh yeah, if you want to do skincare with me, like this would be your version. Like, just to like wash your hands, get all the bubbles on your hands or whatever, and then just do the little moisturizer.
I love that. I agree with that. And like I think that is really what it is too. I think more so than ever, like little girls are wanting to get into skincare and makeup and this and that. And I think I do believe there is an age appropriate time to kind of really start introducing like full face and makeup, so say. I have kiddo clients, and I don't mind helping them out with like a little skincare moment here and there, but when it comes down to like makeup, I think that's even a whole other discussion. But keeping it simple, keeping it nice, and even boys just they're not clean. Like, boys are just not clean creatures. Like, we need to raise more clean boys, because for some reason that's also like a huge thing. And I'm like, can you clean your skin? Like, go wash your hands, like clean your skin. Like, what are you doing? So I think that something so simple, just even a moisturizer, I mean, even just hyaluronic acid is a great serum instead of using a moisturizer. Even necessarily, if you just use hyaluronic acid, that's the product to start with. If you want to get into serums, like, can't go wrong with hyaluronic acid. You can't go wrong with a niacinamide. Like, those are the two staples in my opinion. So like I think someone asked me like a super duper simple skincare routine. You can't go wrong with a gentle cleanser. You can't go wrong with a hyaluronic acid. If you have more so, say, like acne issues or just skin concerns like discoloration, if you have hyperpigmentation, throw in a niacinamide. Throw it in there. It really can't hurt with hyaluronic acid. It'll kind of like power it a little bit more. And then, from there, just use a moisturizer on top, a cream-based, I would say, if you are going to go in with everything. You can use water-based, but I would even say a cream-based if you're going to, go full, like a nice, full but simple skincare routine. Keep it simple. 4 steps max. You don't need 9 products like Katie started off with. But, we work our way down. Make it simple. Don't make it hard for yourself, seriously.
Especially when starting a new skin program. Like, if you want to hop into something new, don't buy the whole entire... I mean, you can buy the whole entire line if you want to, but just don't put it all on your face at one time.
At once.
Because even, like, if something's gentle...
that's, like, huge. Alavita actually, like, that is one of their biggest things is when you start using their products to introduce it slowly to what your skin already knows. So if you already have a cleanser, but, you want to change your moisturizer to an Alavita one, well, don't just buy an Alavita cleanser just because you want to. Like, you don't have to. You can ease your way into it. Unless you're like, oh, wait, I'm without a cleanser. I need a bottle. Then, yeah, pick up their super purifying gentle. I use the purifying gentle one every day, morning and night. Yes, that one. That one that Katie has. And I love that thing. I'm actually almost out of my bottle. I'm going to be buying it next month for my refill. But it's just so nice, and it's just so gentle. A baby can easily use that. I almost actually, Dino, my dog that is sleeping on my bed right now, he's like one of those dogs that have like little crusty eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Like he gets like, he's like that. And literally the other day, he was trying to have me like pick out like his eyes, and I like gag every time I do it. I hate it. And I actually like was thinking, what if I just go get a little bit of cleanser and just rub it right there?
Yeah.
And break it up, because it's that gentle that my dog can use it. Like a baby can use it, a dog can use it. Like that, the Alavita stuff is such gentle product that like I don't think Dino would even be affected by it if I even put it close to his eye. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's that gentle of a product. So it's really nice. That's also active working ingredients. It would break up his little gooky eye, and it also breaks up all the dirt in my skin. So I really do love that gentle cleanser. And then, the regeneration moisturizer is bomb. So, or the hyaluronic acid. Do you have the hyaluronic acid, Katie?
No, I don't think so. I just have I have the Tox in the bottle, and then I have the Midnight Elixir.
Okay. See, you know what I actually did? I don't even know if I told you this. I actually updated my skincare a little bit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so I was using the gentle cleanser, And then I was using the Cell Active Serum and then the corrective serum, the F59, I think it's F59. And then on top of that, I was using just a moisturizer, whether it was anti-aging one or whatever. I had a really bad flare last week within my acne and my cystic acne. You guys can kind of even see this is all acne scars, which we'll definitely talk about next, but because that gets me going. But my skincare, I wound up just kind of like, I was like, you know what, let me take away the Cell Active Serum, because the one night, I don't know what I did. I think it was when I got home from Trisha Paytas, and I forgot to do 2 serums, and I just did the corrective, and then my skin was really dry, and I was like, let me use my elixir for just that night, and I woke up, and my skin felt incredible from just them 2 serums, and I didn't do a moisturizer, and I didn't do the Cell Active Serum. I just did the corrective serum and the midnight elixir, and the midnight elixir is like a treatment, so its main product in it is castor oil, so it's very healing.
That's funny. My mom's all about it. Like, my mom, she'll literally just put castor oil on her face as her moisturizer and go to bed. She does have amazing skin though, but that's like how I was telling you how she likes simple ingredients. Like, she'll just use vitamin E, just vitamin E to take off her makeup, and then like just that. And then she'll wash her face. She uses, like, she does her own little concoction of, like, turmeric and something else and her own, like, little brew of that. And then she'll just go to bed with castor oil. Like, that's how, like, simple and, like, filed down. She wants, like, as few ingredients as possible. But not everybody has time to make their own little potions and concoctions and stuff. So that's why it's good, like, this stuff. Like, I don't have to put this together. You know, you could, but
yeah, literally, you're like, all right, one and done, I'm out, I'm good for the night. Yeah.
But I love that midnight elixir. Like, that's, if I was to tell you to get any product, it would be the midnight elixir. I feel like that's the, like, the showstopper for me with my skin, at least.
Really?
That's the, like, the thing, like, I actually noticed the biggest difference with. So like I said, like, I have very sensitive skin. So when I got introduced to this brand, I made the mistake of just trying everything at once. And my skin did get better, but it just got very, very red. And then I started to get, like, little dry patches, which is weird because this stuff is very, very hydrating. And then I started to get, like, little tiny pimples, which I've never really had before. Like, I've had acne, but never, like, a bunch of just, like, the little tiny micro pimples. So I was talking to Tracy about that, and she was saying that could be, like, kind of not like an allergic reaction, but, like, kind of like just like a skin response from changing this, because this is very different than anything I've used. And I, like, overloaded my skin because I was doing, like, the 3 different serums, the cleanser, the moisturizer, the eye cream. Like, I was trying to do everything at once. So then I stopped that. And then I just did the cleanser and the moisturizer, and my skin got a lot better. Really, really, really good. And then I decided to bring back the midnight elixir, and I'm like, ooh, my skin looks even better. I really, really liked it. And then I brought back the tox in a bottle, and my skin was unhappy again. So I don't think, like, my skin, it's too sensitive to use both. So I think for me, it was the tox, the F59. And Tracy did say, like, that's not necessarily the best for sensitive skin. So what I do now is I'll do 2 nights of midnight. And then, like, on Wednesday, I'll do the F59, and then 2 more nights. And then, like, one day on the weekend, I'll do the F59 again. And then my skin is very, very, very happy, like, doing it that way. So, you know, sometimes you have to play around with skincare. Even if skincare is really sensitive, like, if you do too much to it, like, even with truly, like, skincare made for sensitive skin, it can get too much. So you have to slowly work it in and see what works for you in your routine.
Absolutely. I 1000% agree. And I think it's so funny because I've been using the Cell Active Serum since the day I got introduced to Alavita. And I thought it was just so funny how, like, when I first started using it, it helped my skin a lot. And I think it's what kind of helped the, like, playing field from, like, my other skincare product to, like, merging the other skincare. It was almost like a very nice reset for my skin at first. But now switching to, like, pretty much, like, just, like, the corrective, I think it's because of how severe my skin reacts to everything. I mean, when I tell you guys, like, my skin's sensitive, but the inside of my entire hormones and everything like that, like when I have endometriosis, so any type of flare, like any flare, whether I eat too much oil one morning can affect me for the next 3 days. If I'm drinking too much caffeine, I mean, my uterus feels like it's going to explode. Like, it's like crazy, and that results back into my face within 24 hours. And I know it's not that because it's in those areas for hormones, which is your T-zone. So if you have a lot of acne in your T-zone, that's normally related to hormone problems or your, just in general periods.
So like T-zone, like here, like on your forehead and down. Okay.
Yep. For me, also, like, my chin is just, like, a huge hormone place for me. And then I always kind of get this cluster right here, which this is where all my acne scars are from, is all right here. And I have a little bit here, but this...
Do you sleep on that side?
Yes, I actually do. I do sleep on that side a lot, yeah.
How often do you change your pillowcase?
I try to do once a week at least, but I actually flip my pillows, so I have 4 pillows on my bed, and I just flip throughout the week. Well, so it's pretty often.
Okay, because I started doing it every night. But I also have cats, so they, like, my cat Mort, he is such a love bug. He literally will sleep with his head right here, and then, like, his butt, like, kind of, like, around here. And then the second I step away, they're on my pillow. So... I do change it every single day because they're always on my pillow, so that's my reason. But what I learned through like the dermatologist and esthetician, they recommend like every like 2 to 3 days because you release so much like byproduct like sebum and other things, and you shed your skin so much at night that it really just gets like in your pillowcase. So the more often you can switch it, the better. And like I'm the same way, like on this side, this is like my worst side for acne scars and acne because I sleep on this side. But I did notice like once I started doing it daily, especially because of my pets, like I know that's so gross because like I know my cats are on the pillow, but I don't think about it because they're my babies.
Yeah, they're your babies. Who cares? He knows on my pillow right now. I literally, he's when you see the footage, you're literally gonna see he's literally on my pillow.
So I just started doing that pretty much every single night, and that's helped too. But
yeah, that's good. I know my biggest downfall is my makeup brushes and my beauty sponges. That's my biggest downfall of my acne, and I know that because I don't have the time to clean my makeup brushes every single day. Some people do. My clients, not one brush ever gets reused on the same face without it being cleaned. I'm very, very cautious about my clients' brushes. My own, I could care less. It's bad. And so I try to wash them now, like minimum once a month, but sometimes we don't get around to it. But it's pretty bad. So that's my biggest downfall. And I don't know why, but like especially ever since like thank God my Dupixent, like it helps everything like calm down like the inflammation in my skin. But when I don't have body acne at all, like it's very rare I will have a little pimple on my back and like my body where like not trying to call out my dad and my sister, but like they struggled with that their whole life. I don't, and I think my entire face just purges all of it. Like I swear it's like just my face. And, even as a hairdresser, like shampoos and conditioners that will trigger acne if it wants to. So like the Alavita shampoo and conditioner is a very good, clean shampoo and conditioner to touch your skin. Even though I know Katie's still experimenting with that.
I'm playing around with it. I do have, I always missay it. It's serobatic dermatitis. I always missay it though, but like it is like around here and behind my ears and then sometimes around my upper back. I normally just call it eczema because eczema is kind of like that umbrella term for like all those things. And then sometimes I do get it like on my arms. But like that, I do have to say has helped that a lot. I feel like that shampoo is definitely very cleansing and, with what I have, they say like it's a genetic thing and it's basically just your skin cells overproduce in that area. My dad always joked, well, like I told you have thick skin, like, it does, it's actually thicker, like it's growing more. But I felt like that shampoo does really help with that cellular turnover, like it really helps clean that and clean my scalp. And I do like that for that reason. But yeah, I'm still like playing around with my routine with it.
I love that. I've been using Do you know Cristal?
Cosmetics.
Cosmetics.
I know of her, but like if you put a lineup of photos, I would not be able to tell who was who. So
Okay, so she has her own makeup line, but she also has
Okay.
hair care, and her CC hair shampoo and conditioner is
Really?
incredible. And it's for specifically for your hair to grow, not necessarily get thicker. Where like I know the aloe vera stuff is supposed to help your hair actually
Really?
get thicker. It like I believe it
Okay.
claims, but the shampoo and conditioner from Cristal, I do believe it does help my hair get longer. And I think that actually, now I'm thinking about it, because her before and after pics, there's a lot of them that are like people like with bald spots, like were like growing their hair back and whatnot. And it's like all like real customer reviews, like it's not even her or anything like that, which is pretty darn cool. But her shampoo and conditioner is beautiful, and I think it reminds me a lot of the aloe vera one actually. I think they're around the same price too, but I think the aloe vera one is more so like wellness, where like the CC skin's like more like salon look and like feel to it, versus like like the aloe vera is more of like a calm spa type situation, which is pretty cool. But shampoo and conditioner has a lot to do with it. If you guys are ever like you have a lot of acne around your hairline specifically, I do get that sometimes because I sweat a lot around my hairline, so that's where I get acne there. But your shampoo and conditioner, your hair products, you can send someone into an asthma attack from hairspray. I've seen it happen. When you inhale those products, and it's also, coming out your pores, or it's on your face all day, on your arms all day, your hands all day, like me, it can cause allergic reactions, and it can contribute to my contact dermatitis, and that's why I know that. So I love being a hairstylist, but man, does hairspray have a lot of different ingredients that make me break out sometimes. So be careful with what you're using, guys. Be careful and look at your ingredients. Like, seriously.
I'm trying to Google her, but I also tried Facebooking her. It's not even popping up. Cristal.
Cristal. I'll send you a picture of her stuff too.
Oh, I think I know her. She does a lot of like TikTok lives too nowadays, right?
Yes.
And she's
Yes,
very tiny,
yes.
right?
He's very tiny.
Or is that
right?
okay?
Yes.
I think I do know her. Or I've seen her.
She went to, well, I know her and Jess are pretty close. Or like at least they used to be not close, but like they're like good friends.
Okay, I met her in person actually. I know her.
Yeah, she was at the thing. Yeah. When we all went to Disney.
Oh, she was at that too? Okay, because I went to an Ipsy Cosmetics event in New York City, and I believe she was there too, and we had dinner together at Pier 41, and I met her very, very briefly. So this was also like 4 years ago, or 3 or 4 years ago. But I'm pretty sure that's who I think that was the same person. I'll have to double check with my sister. I'll put it like a little note if that actually was her or not. But it was like,
Yes. Yeah, Cristal's a doll. She's actually one of my favorite influencers I've ever met in real life. She is so sweet, and I loved her in real life, and she was so kind and like just so giving. Like I was like, I love you. Like, who the heck are you?
Does she do real estate too? Okay, because like on that dinner, I really don't remember because the food was so beautiful. Most of the time I was looking at the food. But it was a quick dinner too, because it was one of those like Instagram experience dinner things too. I'm trying to like talk about it so it doesn't sound as bad. I'm so bad with faces and names. Like I really do feel like I have facial blindness in some form. But at the dinner, I remember her saying that she like buys rental properties, and like that's her actual like main source of income. Is she takes her Facebook money and then buys like houses or condos or things like that, and she's just like, that's like the best way to make money. She was like giving me tips about it. But
interesting. Oh my god, I want to know that.
Well, one of the biggest things I feel like with small businesses, and this could even be a podcast, when you're a small business, it's so hard to make money because so much money goes into the product and then shipping and things like that. It's like one of those weird things, like you don't make money until you become like big, because when you're big, then you can buy things at such a large quantity, you're able to get things cheap. Because as a small business, like I used to do leggings, and I did custom leggings because I wanted them to be good. I chose my fabrics, the pattern, everything. It was $20 a legging, at the end of the day because I was getting it at such a small quantity. Now, if somebody who had a huge business, they could get that same legging for like $1. So like she was basically saying like with her business too, it was kind of like that. So her any extra money she put into properties, and that's how she supports her small business and everything else, you know. So like I love meeting people like that too because they give you like those like strategic insight things. Like people, like when I mentioned I had a business, people would be like, oh, so you must have like money. I'm like, no, I'm like negative money because, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Where's that? My bank account's screaming, girl. Literally me with my prince. Shipping, like we have to do a whole episode on that because honestly I have a lot of questions for you with your business, and I would love to do like an interview like style podcast about your business, and I can talk about mine too because I obviously like I make my own artwork and I sell it, and I don't do any customs right now, and I can explain why I don't do customs, but I do technically have my own little small business, and then also like I run 9 social media accounts. So like that's a business in its darn self. Along with my bridal business and the other businesses I work with and all that, like we should totally do like a business pod. That would be so.
Yeah, because I mean, you literally do so much. Like it's crazy how much you get to like you do in general to like keep afloat and everything, and
keep afloat, get the bills paid. Yeah, how much you have to invest. Like, it's crazy. Like, and it's funny, too, because a lot of my friends that actually want to start business, stuff like that, they call me all the time. And they're like, how much do you think estimate? And I'm able to give them, like, a perfect estimated number, essentially, because I feel like since I was young and doing this for so long, I have asked all the right questions to all the right people. And I love business talk. Like, I always say, like, I have to marry a man that's into business, too, because, like, I need him to understand me in that way, because I love to talk business. Like, I think it's so interesting. Love the analytic part of it. I loved all the, like, little things about, like, businesses. Like, I don't know. I think it's so cool and so interesting.
Yeah.
And every business is different. There's not one that's the same unless it's a franchise. And I learned that in cosmetology school, and I thought that was so cool. But even at, like, the salon, like, I know how the salons ran. I know the business side of it because when I was an assistant, I had my boss explain it to me. And so I know kind of what it's like to kind of run a salon in a way because I helped her and she let me be involved in so much. So while we're talking about business, so if you guys are into skincare, if you guys are into cosmetology, if you guys are into hair, if you guys are into wellness, if you guys are quite literally into anything that me and Katie are pretty much talking about, if you want to make a few extra bucks, me and Katie do work with Alavita, and we are very much involved and trying to get more involved into the businessy aspect of the business. Now, you guys are more than welcome to message me or Katie. You guys can sign up. There is great deals always happening. You guys can make commission every single time you place an order, and which is really nice. You get paid every single Wednesday. You get up to 45% off the entire website. So if you guys even just check out like Alavita in general, you'll see that nothing goes over $100. Everything stays under $100 on the website. But when you're paying $95 for a serum, why would you not get that for 45% off every single change you get? It's a one-time fee once a year. It's $50 for an enrollment. You can pick out a kit and then you start making money literally immediately every single time you place an order or you refer your business to somebody else. So it's a great way to make a little extra side cash. I swear to you guys, everyone's going to tell you you're glowing. Like, I actually cannot make this up. I thought it was a lie. I thought it was a myth when they were like, people are going to tell you you're glowing. I'm like, you're lying. No, people actually do stop me and they're like, you're glowing. People I haven't talked to in years message me and they're like, you're glowing. Like, what are you doing? People literally stop me and they're like, girl, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm glowing. So literally Alavita, like freaking Alavita is what it is. Like, that is the product that I am doing different. Everything else, like, yeah, sure, I could say, I'm in therapy and like, working on some things and like reminiscing about some things and I'm working through meeting new people, doing all these new jobs and yeah. But every single other thing in my life is stressful. This is the only thing in my life that's not stressful. So I do think that this is the thing that's making me glow the most. And it's something I'm so passionate and excited about. And I just love it. So if you guys want some extra side cash, if you guys want to join the Alavita team, you guys can totally join me and Katie. You guys can message Katie about it. You can message me about it, whoever you want to. And you guys can sign one up or you guys can just place orders. And there is 365-day back guarantee always, and $50 in every single cart. You get free shipping. So literally 1 to 2 products and you have free shipping every single time. And if you don't like a product, You tell them, no questions asked, bing, bang, boom, you get your money back. Bing, bang, boom, you're done. So, and that's on every single product throughout the website. So just wanted to plug that in there if you guys wanted to know about it.
Yeah. And honestly, it's like the best way to start a business nowadays because you're not putting it in inventory, you know. Like we were saying though, this is like the best way to start a new business because you're not putting anything into inventory. It's like pure profit. Honestly, I've been a business owner. I've been an affiliate. Like I feel like I've made more money as an affiliate than I ever had as a business owner because there's so many little things you don't even think of that go into a business. And then also it's very stressful owning a business because there's all the different little fun things like quarterly taxes and monthly state tax. And then you have to start calculating state taxes for more than your state. And then every single state has its own portal for its own state tax. And it gets very complicated logging into, you know, those 50 plus different portals every single month.
Yeah, like what? Yeah. Like, no, it's doing too much. It's doing way too much. It's hard.
So this is like the easy way to own your own business, you know? Like, obviously still keep track of everything for your own personal taxes. This is not tax advice. But at least you're not like the one doing all the sales tax, you know? So that helps.
Yeah, and like on top of that, I think it's easy because like for Alavita wise, like I think that we have a pretty strong team. And there is so many avenues of support. Like if you guys don't have Facebook pages or YouTubes or Instagrams or whatever, like, and if you, there's like weekly, every day there's different calls that you can join to learn about the products, be educated on it, and skincare overall, you can literally learn about. They help you in every single which way you need. I can help you, Katie can help you. We're all learning in this together, and I think that's a beautiful part of how me and Katie just run businesses in general. I mean, like she said, like she's been an affiliate for things. I've been affiliates for things. I've made more money with definitely being an affiliation with companies more than anything else. And definitely, you know, even just selling my own artwork and stuff like that. Like I've never made more money than when I was promoting more companies every single day. I've taken a break from that just because I just don't like being a sales girl necessarily every single day. I don't like doing it. And I like to be my own little thing, and I like to run my own little show most of the time. So I kind of took a step back from that, and I could get like in a whole thing of that like mental space of like starting this really young and promoting companies and being taken advantage of, and like all of the crazy things that happened that I don't even know if you would know about, Katie. But there's like so much tea when it comes down to that too. So it's interesting, but this is just something that's super duper easy. It's quick. It's like I said, it's so easy. You make some extra cash, and every time you're buying your skincare anyway, you're making money back with your own. So it's just like there's no questions asked. There's really no doubt about. And okay, so if it's still June when this gets posted, there is still the free enrollment if anybody wants to check it out. That's like never a thing. So if this is after June, don't worry about what I'm about to say. But normally, like I said, there was a $50 enrollment fee for everybody when you want to join Alavita. It's just a 1-year fee. It's just to guarantee that, you know, like if you're going to be in a business, you have to put some kind of money into it, and you got to buy your own, I'm not saying buy your own way in, but you have to kind of invest a little bit of money. So your $50, you're going to make it back in literally a few sales. If you wanted to sell some product, you'll literally make it back, no problem. And then you'll buy a kit with it. So the $50 enrollment fee, and then you guys get the 45% off of the pre-made kits. So, but it's June. If this is posted in June, there are still spots open for a 0 enrollment fee, and you guys can just buy your kit, check out, and you're part of the team. Okay, so if anybody wants to check that out, you guys.
I really like that they want you to be a customer first. That way, you're like the people that are into it are genuinely promoting it. Because I know, like, you know, like in our space, we do get a lot of free things, which is really nice. And then there's people out there that promote those free things, whether they love it or hate it. You know, they'll do it for that reason. So if you're actually like buying it, trying it out, and then you like it, and you know, you have to be a customer first before you start promoting it. I love that because that just shows like more of the authenticity behind it, you know? Right. Like at first, like when I saw that price tag, I was like, because I'm not used to it. But I'm like, okay, I get it. I get where their mindset's at. They want you to actually care. They want you to be interested in the product and like the product.
Right. And when it comes down to And when it comes down to Olivita, if you guys don't know about the products, so what my favorite type of skincare personally is Waterless Beauty. And Katie and me have had experiences with Waterless Beauty even before this company. And Katie still uses the other company. I cannot. It's too strong for me, which is perfectly fine. But Waterless Beauty in a whole, okay, is skincare that has no water in it. And the water, if there is water in it, specifically like Olivita, what it is it's powered by the olive plant, okay? So the olive plant, there's an olive tree. The olive tree comes up, right? The water that's used in the plants, or the water that's used in the products, is actually the water that's used to help grow the plants, and it's the runoff water that like comes out of the ground, if that makes any sense. So it's actually still powered by the olive and by like the actual farms, the all natural, there's no pesticides, no chemicals being sprayed on these olive trees, nothing. It's all pure olive tree. The water is extracted from that and from the olive, because there is some water in olives, but the actual hydroxy trisol powered moment is actually extracted from the olive itself, and then it's powered into these products. Olives are an extreme anti-inflammatory, and the owner found that out years and years and years ago. And it's actually, if you guys don't know, olive oil is actually like an old Italian medicine. I grew up also being told, if you want your skin, your hair, and nails to glow, drink olive oil shots. And we eat olive oil with everything, us Italians. So olive oil has been a big part of my diet forever, which is why I do believe that I always had more shiny hair. I had decently okay skin most of my life, even despite medical issues and stuff like that. And then when I got older, obviously things were a little different, but that's okay. And so the olive's really a really, really, really powerful plant, and that's how these products are powered, is through the olive. And it's Waterless Beauty, so there's no water additives. If you go in your cabinet right now and go look at all your skincare products you have in your cabinet, or even in your makeup drawers or wherever, I can almost guarantee you that the very first ingredient is going to be water. If it is water, that means almost 75% of your products being cut. So all of the actual good parts in your skincare and the things that are supposed to help with your anti-aging, your glowing, your hydration, the emollients, the lipids, all of those things, all of it's actually cut by water. Therefore, you have to use more product for a longer case scenario, and you're going to go rebuy another bottle, and you're going to keep using it and keep using it and keep using it, and it's for consumer, it's for like their sales, so they're playing you, okay? It's like men, they just play you, but that's the point. So maybe my man hater for a minute. So they just play you, okay? So don't be played no more by these crazy skincare companies. Just switch to Waterless Beauty if you get a chance, or if you're even interested, because I'm telling you guys, just changing one product in your routine to Waterless can absolutely change your entire skin, and it can help so much. So even just that one product, change it to Waterless. It will help you out so much. You'll see better results. You'll see them quicker, and you're going to feel overall just better about your skincare. You're going to be obsessed. I pinky promise y'all.
Yeah. Another thing with like water-based products is like when you think of like water, like if you were just to put a water in a jar, it's going to start growing mold, and that's just water. Like, water is bioactive. And what they have to do when they mix skincare with water, then what they're going to have to do is mix in a lot of additives, a lot of stabilizers, a lot of preservatives. That way it does not grow mold and it doesn't go bad. But then think about that. You're putting all those preservatives and additives on your skin, and obviously that is not good. So when you cut out the water, you're also cutting out all of that, and also all the dead oils too.
Yeah, so it's very important, and I think if you guys are just having really hard times, like if you're just like someone who like, there's no skincare that's working for me, like I remember during the days of like crazy bad eczema flares, and I was just like, bro, like nothing works. Like I was spending hundreds in a month on skincare, and I was crying my eyes out every day because nothing was helping me. I wish I would have switched to more Waterless Beauty during those times, and I did try even another company for Waterless Beauty during that time, and it was just, I think I was in such a bad flare anyway that everything was just so harsh on me. But in general, I know the Olivita, it's very gentle. Like I think that's the best part about it, is that it's so effective, but it's so gentle, and there's more products to help target specific situations. And that is something that I have been looking for a very, very, very long time. And here we are, and I'm obsessed, and I got Katie obsessed, and a bunch of other people.
So you introduced it to me. So I always wondered, like, how did you get into it? Like, first hear about it and things like that.
So I always known about Waterless Beauty, and like Katie even works for Herbal Face Food. I technically still do too, but I can't use any of the products. I don't I haven't even like reached out to them. I think I'm like lost in the sauce of like pools of like affiliates or whatever, because it happens with companies. But I always knew about Waterless Beauty because of Herbal, and I don't know if everyone else knew that, because I know that a lot of people that also promote it, I don't want to say they're not in the world of estheticians, but I know more things to me that's common sense, and I don't think about that like, oh, someone might not know this, because I'm in the industry. So like I've always known about Waterless Beauty, but I didn't realize how many people don't know about it, and I literally thought it was just like an unknown thing. So Herbal Face Food's also Waterless Beauty, because it's very all natural, it's all, you know, bioactive ingredients, but the difference is there's a lot more essential oils, and there's a lot more stronger plants. Actually, they're stronger plants than the olive trees itself, in my opinion. So they both work very, very similar. The way that I got into it, though, promoting Aloe Vita specifically, was I actually went to an event at this little mocktail bar place in Pittman, New Jersey, and it's called Gem Life Bar, and I actually know the owner, Drew. Shout out to Drew, love you, boo. And she's awesome. She's a very beautiful person, and she was throwing a Valentine's Day event, and this was the first Valentine's Day. Your girl was single, and my mom, I really wanted to do something with my mom for Valentine's Day and Galentine's. So my friend Drew was throwing this little get together, and it's funny because one of the reasons why I went, not just for my mom, but the makeup artist, one of the makeup artists that I work for, was there, and I didn't work with her at this time, and I was like, I want to work for her so bad, and I'm gonna get myself in the same room with her. Like, I'm gonna get myself known by her, and I'm gonna work for her, so I need to be there. She also, have you ever watched Mob Wives, Katie?
I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
You should definitely watch it. So Mob Wives was very popular. My mom's type of one. She watches all the Housewives, Mob Wives. I've always had Mob Wives on growing up in the house. So if you guys know Renee Graziano, Queen, love her. Shout out to Renee. I met her there, and my mom loves the Mob Wives. So when I saw the event was like featuring Renee and her makeup artist Katrina, shout out to Katrina, to my boss, I was like, I need to be there. Like, I need to go, and my mom needs to be there with me. So we went. So we're at this event, there's all these cute little things for little mocktails and little wine glasses and drawing and reading the Renee and whatever. And I go in the back room of the shop, and they had all these little little booths set up for these little small businesses. And there was Tracy. And so Tracy stopped the Aloe Vita thing. And you guys, if you guys are promoters for any other companies, or you guys like going to set up like little tents in places, like little vendors, you guys can actually do that with Aloe Vita too, and set up your own little tables and stuff, which is really, really cool. So that's always an option too if you're into that. But Tracy was there. She set up this cute little table, and it was little olive oil shots with lemon, and then it was the beauty molecule shots. And she was just talking about skincare, like so nonchalantly. And I met her, and I was like, where are you from? And she was like, where are you from? And my mom was like, you're from South Philly, aren't you? And my mom's from South Philly. My whole family's from South Philly. And so we instantly clicked. And it was just like, all right, we know where you're from. Like, we're going to be vibing. Like, okay. And me and Tracy started talking. I tried the beauty molecule while I was there. I took the shot. And I was telling her about all my issues and my transplant and this and that. And she was like, I feel like this product could help you. And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah. So I took the shot, and I thought it tasted so good. And I was like, what is this little medicine? This tastes so yummy. So she was like, I'm going to give you my card. And she was like, can I have like your social media? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then the next day she texted me, and she was like, can I call you? And I was like, yeah, sure. So she called me, and she was like, Jaycee, she was like, I think you would kill it in this business. And she was like, I'm happy you loved the product last night. How do you feel today? And I was like, oh, I feel good today. You know, nothing feels weird or anything like that. And so we just kind of kept talking. And she was like, girl, she was like, if you want to start a business in this, she was like, I got you every single step of the way. And I was like, sign me up. Let's do it. I've never done anything like it. I've always stuck away from like building my own businesses and companies and like within that and all. But you know, I figured new year, a whole lot of new things has happened to me this year, and I've tried a lot of new things, and the only thing I haven't tried business-wise yet was starting my own business within businesses. And so I was like, let me capitalize off this too if I possibly can. And it's something I'm passionate about, so it's not like I'm lying. I would never lie to y'all, and y'all know that. And so I got here, and then I was like, Katie was on my live one day, and I was like, bing, bang, boom, it's Katie. Katie's my girl. Katie's the one. If I need an influencer, it's Katie. Like, Katie is the person for this because I know we've talked about our skin issues in the past, and people are always growing the both of us online for our skin. So I was like, you know what? Like, Katie is the person for this. And look what's come out of it. Now we have a podcast.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. It's so crazy where things lead you to. So, yeah, here we are. Yeah.
Very cool. I never knew that. So you are technically now a celebrity makeup artist?
No, because I've never worked on celebrities, but I've talked to some of them, which is pretty cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah, like
so
they know who I am. Like, they remember, like, Renee specifically, like, she knows who I am. I'm actually going to be with her in a few weeks. I'm going to another event by Katrina, and Renee's one of the mob wives, and there's going to be, like, I think there's going to be a few different mob wives. Some of the WWE girls are going to be there.
That's
and we all,
so cool.
Yeah, we get to meet them, and, like, the team. Like, I'm part of the A1 team, which is, like, we are, like, the upfront. If Katrina needs us for anything, we are the people that get called first, and then there's like the B team, and they're like more like beginners, but like they're like our backup in case we can't be on like the front line type situation. Yeah. So Katrina does a lot of celebrities, like a lot. She did Bethany Frankel 2 weeks ago when she was in Jersey, actually. And so she called, like, you know, her hairstylist was like, yo, you want to work on Bethany Frankel? And she was like, yeah, like, let's go. So she gives us these really cool opportunities to work with these people if she's able to, you know. But the hard thing is with her is it's her company. And, you know, rightfully so, when a celebrity calls, they want her. You know what I mean? But, you know, that doesn't mean either that she's not going to call us and go, hey, there's 3 more people here with Bethany's team that need to get glam. Can you come and help me? You know, I got Bethany. I want you to come and meet her, so on and so forth. That did not happen to me in Bethany Frankel. I wish it did, but it did not.
You should just be like, let me touch up your lipstick. That way that way you're like a celebrity makeup artist. Be like, let me just touch this up. And then you'd be like, oh, see?
Hey, I'm a celebrity artist, y'all. I touch her lips. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm excited because I don't know where the future with me is going to take it with that. But at least I have my feet wet where they're supposed to be wet. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And we can talk about that too. I really fully believe if you're going to be in a certain industry or any type of industry, you need to put yourself in rooms that you want to belong in. And it's something I have focused more since October than ever, is surrounding myself with people that I know I'm going to benefit, but they're going to benefit me. In a healthy way, not in like a manipulative way, in just a way where it's like, I like you, I like your energy, I think you're cool, I want to be around you because I know what you can do, and I want to look at that, and I want to be inspired by that. So, I'm very, I feel like I'm like, it's just really crazy because it's literally been about like 8 times I've like put myself in an exact position to where I wanted what I wanted out of it, and I got exactly what I wanted. So I was like, let me keep going with this. Yeah,
that is so cool.
Yeah, I'm like studying that right now.
You know, that's a skill in itself, knowing what room to put yourself in. Because like for me, like when you said that, like I was like, okay, what would I have to do? Like I instantly thought about that. I'm like, I wouldn't even know what room I would need to be in, you know. But that's awesome that you think that way, and like, you know, I can't wait for you to be doing like some huge celebrities makeup. Like I know that's gonna happen. I'm so excited to hear that story. Like I'm ready. I'm ready for
I know, right? The live stream's gonna be crazy. Yeah, and like the hard part with celebrities though, because I was talking to her about it, because I was like, girl, like give me the tea. Like what's going on? And she was like, honestly, the real tea is that you can't talk about a lot of it because a lot of it's NDAs. Like more than you would think. And like she couldn't even tell me, but she was like, think of like just some of like the most elite people and think about their wives, think about their sisters, think about, you know, their mothers, and think about them just coming to the Jersey Shore for the weekend, and I'm one of the first people that they call. And she was like, and just imagine how, and she's been doing this for, I think she's on year like 15, and she was like, so just imagine how many celebrities like I've touched but I can't even talk about. And I'm like, I'd want to like scream from the rooftops. But that being said, you know, there's a place and time for everything. So I know that whoever's meant to be in my chair, I say this every single day, whoever is meant to be in my chair will be in my chair. And if there's a crazy person, then there's a crazy person, and I don't have to be around them again because I do their makeup and I leave. You know what I mean? So they pay me, I'm out. Bye. So, yeah, it's cool though.
Yeah, that is really cool. You'll have to give me the tea. Well, I don't know if you can, but like who the WWE people are. Me and Zach are huge fans, so I'm like,
I'll literally send you the flyer. I forget her name too. I think her name's Natalie. She has bright pink hair.
I'm not sure.
She's really cool. I'll send you the flyer. You can throw it up in the podcast when you edit. I'll send you the actual flyer for it.
Like I said, I'm really bad with names and faces.
I am too. Don't worry.
But,
you know, unless I've met someone in real life, I don't know faces or names.
Yeah, I'm the same way too with like TV shows. Like I'll be like, oh my god, I saw the most amazing TV show. I can give you the whole plot, and they'll be like, what's the name? I'm like, oh, I don't remember.
I don't even know. Same. Anime, I'm the same way. I can tell you all the plots. Every single anime you ask me a character, couldn't tell you who the heck it is.
Yeah, that was always like the biggest thing. People would be like, oh, you're not a real anime fan, because they'd be like, oh, what animes have you seen? I'm like, I can't tell you that, but I can start describing all of them for you. And they're like, well, you don't know the Japanese name for it? I'm like, no. I do not know the Japanese name for it.
The heck no! That's so funny. Is there any other questions that we didn't get to?
All right, let me see. What product changed your skin the most? For me, I kind of described that already, but for you, what was something for you?
Dupixent. No, not even just that, but on top of that, for Aloe Vera, I would say I think the most impressive product, honestly, is the elixir. I really do have to agree with you on that. Is that the Midnight Elixirs one. The Beauty Molecule. Actually, I'm going to go with the Beauty Molecule because the Beauty Molecule is, I can almost guarantee every single person that watches this video has not tried something like it.
Yeah. I
can guarantee that. And yes, it's almost $100 a bottle, but babe, you can't put a price on your health. Like, are you kidding me right now? The cell reproduction aspects, the de-bloating aspects is crazy. The anti-inflammatory aspects of it. There is one that helps boost your immune system. I can't have that one, but any of the elixirs from Aloe Vera, that would have to be my life-changing, I would say.
Yeah, and like especially if you have sensitive skin, I feel like that's a great option because you're not putting anything on your skin. You're fighting that from the inside, So yeah, even as a jumpstart thing, like get it for that month to really jumpstart you while you're easing into the skincare, and then you can start using the other serums and stuff.
Absolutely. And yeah, I saw someone comment under your one video and they're like, I'm scared because I'm ingesting it. Your topical skincare is absorbing into your bloodstream. It's the same thing, babe. So if you guys are ever scared to drink the beauty elixir, your topical skincare is still absorbing into your skin. The CBD is absorbing into your bloodstream. So even the CBD line, the Ladope line, I use that every day on my knees and my legs because my legs lock up on me a lot. And so this Ladope body oil, I put this one after the shower and it helps my legs function all throughout the day. I have horrible carpal tunnel on my wrist and my hands. I rub it right in this area and it really does help my hands kind of swell, like the swelling. It helps it go down. It helps my wrist like rest at night so I'm not cracking them. Like I tend to do this in my sleep, which is bad. So I do really recommend something like that. But again, like it's absorbing into your bloodstream anyway. So if you're drinking it, there's no difference between that versus rubbing it in your skin. Like
one of my questions was, what's your morning versus night routine? Should we talk about that or?
Yeah, I would say for me personally, I think my morning routine is a little bit more simple because I already had my makeup off. I normally do have some kind of treatment mask, something on at night. So in the morning, I do a simple cleanse and I use the purifying gel from Aloe Vera. Sometimes I do a scrub, sometimes I'll do like an exfoliant, whether that's a double layer of like a toner or sometimes I want to get rid of this bottle, but I still have it in my shower. The microfoliant from Dermalogica. It used to help me a lot a few years ago and I still have the bottle. So I just use it. I would say I use it maybe like once every like 2 weeks. Like I'll use it if I feel like my skin's been like extra oily, extra sweaty. Like any type of extra dryness, extra anything. Like I'll use that to kind of like help a little reset. And then after that, I will do a hyaluronic acid serum that I use from Alavita. And then I will use a simple moisturizer, and that's it. And then I do my makeup. At nighttime, I do a double cleanse, and then I'll do a toner if I feel like my skin needs it. And then I'll do 2 serums, whether it's the Cell Active, the Corrective, and then I will finish off my skincare with a nice heavy-duty cream, or I will use a mask, or I'll use the Midnight Elixir, and I'll just finish it off with that.
So for my morning routine, I like to keep it really, really simple. So I'll literally just wash my face and put on moisturizer, because I do work out pretty much every single day. And I like to wash my face after I work out too. So I don't like to do anything crazy. I basically sometimes, this may sound gross, but sometimes I don't even wash my face. I'll just take like a toner pad and smooth off my face, because you do release so much during your sleep. So I'll at least do the toner pad and then some moisturizer, and then I'll work out, and then I'll do my full entire skincare routine, which for me, it's actually pretty simple nowadays, because it's just the cleanser, the F59 some days, not always days. We went over that earlier, pretty much every 3 days. And then I'll do a light moisturizer during the day. And then for nighttime, I'll pretty much always do the Midnight Elixir, the cleanser, and then I'll go in with that heavy moisturizer. See, I have combination skins. Like some parts are oily, some parts are dry. And for me, I notice if I do a lighter moisturizer in the morning and then a really heavy duty one at night, that kind of balances out my skin, compared to before I would do like a light one, then a light one, then my skin was too dry. If I did a heavy one and a heavy one, my skin was way too oily. So by doing like light in the morning and heavy at night, like that kind of makes my skin as normal as possible overall.
Yeah, same. I feel you on that one. Yeah. It's a good tip too. That's a really good tip for anybody that has combo skin, I think.
Yeah. And then how has your confidence changed since finding a routine that worked?
It makes me feel less crazy.
Yeah.
That I personally know I'm going to have skin issues for a very long time, because I can't help mine with my hormones. Like my hormones are shot. If you guys don't know, my hormones are shot because I'm actually supposed to get a hysterectomy hopefully next summer. Hopefully I get one. My hormones are so out of whack at all times because of this endometriosis, chronic cysts on my ovaries, and all of this. I know for a fact that my body is so damn inflamed that I am purging. And there is no skincare, there is no amount of elixirs that I can take to help that, because of the severity of my other chronic illnesses on top of the other stuff. So to most people, and myself, it makes me really sad. And it makes me really stressed out. Like, it stresses me out. I'm under a lot of stress. Stress will cause acne easily. And so I think that my confidence specifically does come from the product, and I will 100% be completely honest, it does not come from me. So I get very self-conscious. I get very scared. People are going to, judge my skin, this and that, especially as a makeup artist, in front of people's faces every single weekend. Even my clients, screw online. Even my clients in person, I get nervous that they're going to think that, I'm not clean, or I'm not cleansing my products for them or myself, or this or that. I get nervous. But knowing that I use products that are made to help the specific things that I need them to help with, and at least tone it down to the best of its ability, that gives me the confidence that at least I'm doing something that's right, despite my body not doing what I need it to do. Does that make sense? I'm doing what I can despite my body fighting me all the time. So it's at least I know in my head, Jay, you tried. Jay, you're doing what you need to do. Jay, it's okay. You can't help it, but at least you are using product that is combating it instead of doing nothing at all. So that's where my confidence, I would say, comes in with it. Also, my acne doesn't hurt anymore. So, Alavita has completely changed that. My acne hurts me. It used to hurt me so bad. And that is some of the most annoying pain, when you have a pimple right, under your nostril or right in your eyebrow, and you go and itch it, and it hurts so bad. Yeah, all of that stopped with Alavita. So I think that that's just also helped me because I know it's doing something, but it's just not keeping it away, which there's nothing that's going to do that because my body hates me. So there's that. Yeah. What about you?
Well, for how confidence. Give me a second. Well, okay. I think for me, it definitely did help my skin a lot. And I still have bad days, but like I said, like it gives me less bad days. So it has improved my confidence a lot there. But also it's given me the confidence to play around with skincare again. Because like I said, like even from a really young age, I just love the idea of putting on skincare and, you know, just having like a fun spa night and trying a lot of different things. And when I was going through my skin journey, I was so scared to do anything, even makeup. Like I used to do my makeup every single day. I would not leave the house without makeup, and I loved it. And it was like my creative outlet. And once I started to have bad acne, I was like, I can't do makeup anymore. Like I can't, you know, so I stopped. I completely stopped. I stopped doing all the fun Korean skincare, and I was only doing what the esthetician and the dermatologist was telling me to do. And I feel like that, you know, that was really damaging mentally because I felt like I couldn't express myself creatively from the outside. And, you know, I always felt like I was a creative person in that way. Like, you know, I like to do that. And like, even when I was in high school, I used to dye my hair, and then I couldn't dye my hair anymore because it made my eczema so bad. And that, like, I felt like there's this one comment when I was walking in high school. They're like doing like a club fair, and one of the guys was like, "Oh, you have purple hair, so you should join the art club. Like, you're gonna love it. Like, look, you have purple hair. Of course you would want to join the art club." And like, I don't know why that sticks to me, because like once I found out like I couldn't dye my hair and I couldn't wear makeup, like I was just like, well, then like how am I me? Like, how am I gonna show me? Like, I could only show me by like talking about it, you know? So that was really damaging to me. So like finding something that like I can have fun again with skincare, and I have the confidence to play around with makeup again because I know the makeup's not going to damage my skin. Like for me, like it's given me so much more freedom, which I know that sounds like so silly because like makeup, whatever. Like, but like honestly, like I was so scared. Like Jess would want to do my makeup. I'm like, Jess, I can't. Like, I literally can't. She'd be like, no, just do it for the live. I'm like, no, I'm so scared of breaking out because I get acne scars so easily. I also scar really, really easily. So every single time I got acne and then it went away, it did not go away. It was there still, like the scar, and especially on camera, the scars show up as acne. So it just felt like I had all of this
so much worse. It comes up on camera so bad. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, man, my skin feels so good today. I'm about to get on live, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why does it look like I'm broken up? People, oh, there's this one girl, and she knows who she is, and I know she's going to watch this. And she's like, oh my God, that looks painful.
Oh, I get that comment too.
And I'm like,
I wonder if it's the same girl. She'll always call my stuff and be like, I'm like,
actually, it don't hurt for once in my life. It's acne scarring. My mom cries all the time because she looks at me like if I go over her house without makeup, she'll be like, "Oh my God, my poor baby skin." And I'm like, "Mom, there's it's been like this. Like, there's nothing you can do." She's like, "But you have all these scars." And I'm like, "It's gonna heal in time with these products. It's just gonna take a while. Like that stuff takes a minute, you know." But like acne scars online, y'all could shut up. Like genuinely. That's not acne, and if I'm telling you it's acne scars, it's acne scars. I don't lie to you. Katie don't lie to you, so shut up about it because it's not our skin. It's just unfortunate things.
Yeah, and on camera, it honestly looks so much bad. Like, it looks so much worse because, like, in a mirror, I look at myself, I'm like, oh, I look good today. I feel good. The second I turn on the camera, I don't know what it is with the iPhone camera, but I'm like, that's not how I look like. I don't look like that. Why do I look so bad?
No, literally, like, what the heck is wrong with these habits? It's actually so bad because that's so real. Like, that's so real because it's really not that bad in person. I also remember, it reminds me of the time, I don't know if you remember, there's a picture of us. I was doing your makeup for the foundation shoot.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll never forget when we were like talking and I was like, oh yeah, like me and Asunta and Justin, like they were like, oh yeah, like get like just some cool fun like pro shots of like Jaycee putting on your makeup. And you're in, I remember this so clearly. You were wearing a purple anime shirt. And there is this picture somewhere. I'll find it for you to like throw up in the thing. And I remember you telling me you were so nervous that it was going to break you out, and you're like, I trust the foundation's good, like it's a good foundation, my sister made it, and you're like, but I'm so scared that I'm going to like break out tomorrow, like worse. And you were so uneasy in the chair getting your picture taken, and I remember it so clear because no one else in the room could definitely tell besides me, and I felt so bad because I was like, I get it. And that reminded me of that, where you were just like, no, like, don't do my makeup because, like, it's going to break me out. Like, I'm scared. And I remember you in those times, like, easily during that foundation shoot. Yeah. I'm happy you found, like, happiness with these products, though, and it brought back that funness. Because skincare and beauty is so fun, y'all. It's so fun. We're just girls here. Like, it's so fun to experiment and, like, have fun with your character. I mean, life's too short to not have fun, you know? So, like, dress yourself up, do your fun skincare, do fun makeup. Like, why not? You know?
I love the quote. Somebody said, in this world, you get to customize your own character. And, like, I love playing Sims. So, like, when they said that, I thought of that. I'm like, I'm my own Sim. Like, I should have fun with it. You know, customize it however I want.
Absolutely, yeah. I agree. And, like, the fact that, like, Alavita, like, got that, like, fun playfulness back for you, and like I'm happy that even in just general, like even with herbal helping out your skin, like the first like pivot your skin like really to drive it, like that just makes my heart so happy because you can see your confidence, Katie. Like you can see you glow, you could see your confidence on camera. Like you are so beautiful and you're doing so well. And I know we talk about this all the time, like we think that we're doing worse than we actually are, and you really are glowing in a way that's just like a better, confident, like, out there Katie. You know what I mean? And you're not, like, too shy. Like, you're not like, oh, no, it's okay. Like, don't worry about it. It's like, no, I'm here. I'm doing this. Like, look at me. You know what I mean? So I love that
Thank
for
you.
I'm proud of you.
One silly comment I wanted to touch on is people are like, well, if it works, why are you trying new things? And for me, that's the reason why I'm trying new things, because it works. Because like I said, I've always had fun trying new things. So now I finally have something where I'm like, well, if I try something and I have an issue, this will fix it. I know that was a random thing, but I just wanted to touch on that comment because I do get that a lot. But it's because this works.
That also remind me too. Someone told me yesterday on live, they were like, how can you promote skincare if you have bad skin? And I was like, actually, I don't have bad skin. I don't think I have bad skin. I mean, look at my body. Like, I don't have bad skin at all. I'm actually glowing, shining, giving. But it's just my face. And my face in general, just because my face has some acne does not mean I don't have knowledge about skincare. And actually, someone else brought up in my comments before I even got to go back at this person. Someone literally was like, I would rather learn skincare from somebody a bit, like that has acne and acne issues and skin issues versus someone that has picture clear skin, because I feel like they actually have experimented and tested out product and played around with it to where they do know what's going to settle it down versus not. And I think that's so important. I think that's so, so good. And I was just like, who do you think you are trying to say that to me? And I know someone would say it to you too, Katie. And I was just like, bro, like, no, shut up.
You know something like I like to say when they say that, like, who are you because you have bad skin? Why are you promoting this? Like, it's not working. Well, you don't know where I came from. Like, you don't know my skincare journey. Like, for me, this is a really good skin, like, day. And, you know, I'm not expecting you to know my whole skin story, but I feel like people are just so quick to assume like that somebody is just, you know, selling something to sell something. I mean, maybe it's a lot to ask, but I wish people instead would ask like, oh, like, what was your skin journey? Where did you come from? And I think that's why it's a good thing that me and you are doing this podcast, because people can actually learn where we come from and how far we've come. And obviously not everybody's going to watch this, but at least I could be like, well, watch this video now. I'll send this link so you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So everybody that's going to watch this like hour and a half to 2 hour video, you know what? Now you guys know everything, and you could share it out to the world and tell everybody that's ever questioned me and Katie and any other influencer, just send them the link, okay? Even if it's on somebody else's live and they're like, boo, like your skin, why are you promoting skincare? Your skin sucks, blah, blah. Send them the link to this video. How about that? How about that? Then they can actually think about their words.
I love what you said too. Like, you much rather have somebody that has skin issues teach you about skincare and talk about skincare than somebody that has perfect skin. Because there's definitely people out there that promote skincare, and I don't think they've ever had a bad skin day of their life, at least from what they've said or shown. Or like, I've been following some people for like, I love YouTube. I've always loved watching YouTube. Like, I grew up, I feel like, in the generation of YouTube. And there's people I follow, it's been like 15 years or closer maybe to 17. And I don't remember ever seeing them with a breakout. But again, it could be curated content, but then they're promoting like skincare. I'm like, I feel like you have the most amazing, perfect skin. Like, did you ever have bad skin? Like,
Right. Like, what's going on, girl? Like, are you telling me the truth, or are you getting a nice pay cut? Because I think you're getting a nice little paycheck there, babe.
Yeah.
By the way, me and Katie are not sponsored by Alavita or anybody in this video. If anybody wants to sponsor us, let us know. We would love to have
an ad break. That'd be so cool.
I know, have an ad break. Like, oh my god, maybe we could talk. Maybe we'll try to join a few of the Alavita classes, and we could talk to the owner and just be like, yo, you want to come on the pod and you want to like sponsor us?
Yeah, do a little ad read. Oh, that'd be so cool.
That'd be so funny if we actually got ad reads, like for like Scene Geek and all the companies that everybody promotes.
Maybe we could spoil cosmetics. Just would be like, I'll buy you a coffee.
Yeah, right. She'll be like, actually, make me this much money and then we'll get you a sponsor. And I'm like, girl.
Yeah.
Just say you love me. That's all you need to do. Just tell the world you love me so they know you love me, and sponsor me, please. I give you so much free promotion, bro.
Yeah,
anyway.
I said that to my sister too. I'm like, did you know, Jess? I'm like in your top 10 affiliates every single month. Like, where's my thank you? Like,
thank you.
But
it's expected because you're the sister. That's why she's like, you should be doing this for me. You're my sister.
Yeah.
But
that's fair.
But
I love it. Well, this was, I think, a fantastic pod, and Katie is gonna, I'm telling you guys this right now, everyone thank Katie if you have made it this far, because Katie is editing this video. She is doing all the extra hard work that I hate doing when it comes down to long videos. God bless her soul, Godspeed through her and every single part of this, because I love just filming and just going off about every single thing possible. And I can't wait to do more things with Katie, but like seriously, everyone give Katie a round of applause and like a little clap in the comments, because that takes a lot more work than any of you could ever imagine, and it will be known by every single person that watches this that Katie put in all the extra hard work behind this. So thank you, Katie, so much before you even start, because I know it's going to be a lot of work. And I'm so excited to keep making these videos, and I hope that we could just do a million different things with this. So let us know what you guys want to see from me.
Yeah, like if you have any podcast episode ideas or other questions or literally anything, I know me and Jaycee were talking behind the scenes about a couple ideas, so there's definitely things planned. But if you guys want certain extra special things, let us know.
Yes, we would love to know. Well, guys, I hope that you guys have a fantastic morning, afternoon, night, wherever you're watching. Let us know where you guys are from. Let us know where you guys found the video. Let us know even whose page you guys are from, because like as we have a lot of the similar followers, but I would just even love to know like where the heck you guys even just found this video specifically. And I know Katie's going to be doing a lot of clips of the videos and stuff like that. We'll be posting it literally everywhere I know we possibly can. So it'll be really cool to see where we go. And I can't wait for the next episode.
Yeah, I'm excited. This was fun, just like hanging out and talking too.
Yeah, it really was. And I think it's just fun because we just vibe. Like, we really do just vibe together. So this is cool.
All right. Well, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. But we're signing off.
Yes. Bye, guys. Bye.